Welcome back to Chatter Matters.
Today we're here with another special guest. Her name is Emily, and we're just gonna, like we always do, get to know them.
Yeah.
We're gonna have the hot topic segment, and then we're going to get into playing the game, which I'm actually really excited for today, because, like, it's just super fun.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, let's introduce Emily.
Hey,
Hi.
I
How are
loved
you?
your little DJ song.
I know.
I was getting into it. I was about to bust it down. But I'm good. I'm excited to be here, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
So just tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, and, like, who is Emily?
Who is Emily? Well, you know what's funny? Actually, I'm going to ask you this first. Do you know my last name?
No, I do not.
I was gonna ask you guys, like, whenever I was thinking about how you were gonna introduce me, I was like, I was wondering if they were gonna, like, try and, like, guess my last name.
I don't think we've ever said a last name that I'm thinking about it.
Oh, yeah?
No.
Yeah.
I feel like it just flows when you say this is, well, I guess
That's
I
so
don't know
true.
your last names either, to be honest.
I feel like I've seen your last name just from, like, class, but I don't think I ever, like,
True.
that's her last
So
name.
what is your last name?
Well, okay, here's the thing, though, is I don't share my last name on the internet.
Oh.
She's a bit mysterious.
Oh, she is. She's
but-
that girl.
Yeah, no,
I
I actually didn't mean to be that girl. Just whenever I was in grade 8 and I was picking an Instagram handle, I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna be Zephyrin," and so I chose "Hey there, it's Emily" instead of my
I like
last
that.
name. And then as I got older and I started making a mockery of myself on the internet, and then I was like, "Wait, this is probably a good idea that I don't put my last name anywhere because
Yeah.
then if I want to go be a professional little baddie when I'm older, the mockery that I made myself in the digital
course.
footprint that I have will not carry to my professional
You're
career."
like, that's a different Emily. That's not me.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't
So
know who she
now,
is.
yeah, like now if you search up "Hey there, it's Emily" on the internet, some things will come up that I'm not so proud of, but nothing like too crazy. Just like me being an idiot when I was 14.
Would you do a stage name?
What?
Would you do a stage name?
Girl, that is my stage name. "Hey there, it's Emily." But then if you Google my actual name, like LinkedIn or anything, nothing
Yeah.
comes up. So
When I was a kid, I used to have this Minecraft YouTube channel with some of my friends, but we again didn't want to share our real names, but we also like didn't want to say our names at all. So we made up all these like fake names. Like I think my name was like it's not even real names. I called myself like a penguin or something. I was like, "Hey, I'm Penguin." And my friends were like, "I'm Bella," and I'm like Dragon. Like it was really weird, but we were like 7 making these Minecraft
Yeah.
videos. Like
I think that's so smart though. Like especially now, like we got on the internet when we were like maybe what? Like 13 to that
Yeah.
kind of era. But now kids are on the internet doing drunk elephant Sephora hauls when they're 6
Yeah.
years old. So I think aliases are really great to have, especially when you're young and stupid and you don't really know what you're saying, but you want to say shit. Yeah. So I think aliases are a great name. So it's "Hey there, it's Emily" for now. And then also too, like my brother is like a full-time travel influencer, and sometimes he be doing some sketchy things, and so maybe it's like a good idea for me to like not align myself with his last name as well. But yeah, my name's "Hey there, it's Emily" or Emily. I'm from a small town near Ottawa,
Ooh.
so from the capital, and then I moved to Toronto for undergrad, and then I just finished my undergrad in professional communications.
yes, graduated.
Thank you. Some people have the audacity to be like, "What even is communications?" And I am here to tell you,
Everything.
no, I don't know either.
Oh.
4 years later, I have no idea. I just know that I can yap on a mic. But yeah.
I feel like isn't there communications in everything though? Like being able to send an
Yes.
email, being able to like stand in front of a crowd and talk, and like you're really using communications everywhere. So
No, absolutely. And in short, that's what it is. Like it's a really, really broad degree. So they'll teach you exactly what you said. Like a lot of it is about language and the power of language and how we use language to communicate different types of messages in different mediums. And then also there's the oral aspect of it, and then there's the digital. So it's just like it's how you communicate pretty much anything, anywhere.
wow, that's really cool.
I heard that it's close to our program. Like one of my friends, one of my old friends used to be in that program, or is in that program.
Yeah.
But she said it's really similar to like what we do.
I wouldn't say it's similar to like RTI. Like I couldn't come in this boardroom and like fiddle around with these little like things like you guys do. But I definitely like know the basics of around like tech. But I definitely not as in depth as you guys do. Like I'm not out here making movies.
But you have your own podcast and stuff, right? Yeah.
Get your
so
shit
do you want to
together.
talk about
Yeah,
how you
definitely.
do that? Because I mean, did you use communications to learn how to do it, or did it just?
No, like I've always had like my own like knowledge around tech. Like I started doing like photography and videography when I was really young in high school. And so I've kind of like my skills have developed through that. And then I've always wanted to start a podcast. Like from the day I was born, I knew my gift was not shutting the fuck up.
Right.
Who didn't want to start a podcast? Like I feel like everyone had just like a random podcast on their phone when they were younger.
Absolutely. And the thing is because we're all a little narcissistic and we all love listening to our own voice.
I love it. I literally, even when we make those clips and like post them on Instagram, do you know how many times I'm rewatching my clips? The ones that I was posting like last week, I think I've watched like 20 times.
Absolutely.
Not joking.
My screen time is 8 hours and 7 hours of it is me watching the videos.
Course.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, absolutely. And you just, I don't know what it is about it, but I'm glad that like other people can relate.
Yeah, I love watching myself.
No, I
like,
completely agree.
Narcissistic, but
literally, yeah.
I wouldn't even say that's narcissistic. I think they're just normal.
Yeah.
I know,
Like,
but there
I
are
feel
people that don't, which is shocking to me.
But I feel like that's just weird. How do you not want to look at yourself? Like, I want to watch myself all the time. Like, I walk past a mirror, oh, hey.
Yes.
Me too. And that's why we have a podcast.
Yeah.
Except sometimes I play devil's advocate with that. Sometimes when I'm editing my own podcast, I'll be like, can you just shut the fuck up and let them talk? Especially like when I have a guest on, like I will realize how many times I interrupt them to hear the sound of my own voice.
Oh my God, it's so bad. I was editing the one that I think we posted, I don't know when this is going to come out, but that we just posted. And I was like, the amount of times I'm interrupting my guest, girl, let her talk.
Yeah.
She's sharing something important. I'm like, right, yes. And then
Yeah.
Relax.
Or I'll like see myself disassociating when other people talk too, and I feel really rude. Like, but I just can't help it. Like sometimes, like, I don't know, like sometimes in a podcast too, like if you're not the one telling the story and you're the one just kind of having to like banter off it, you're like, we'll just start disassociating, think about what you're having for dinner.
Honestly, like I look back at some of the clips and I have a natural like bad resting bitch face. I'll look at myself in some of the clips and I'll just be sitting there. And I'm like, oh, why does she look so angry? Like, she's upset. And the thing is, too, like, I'm generally enjoying myself and I'm listening to them.
Yes.
But I don't look like I am.
Or
like, I look like I'm just like, what the hell is this person talking?
Yeah.
sometimes I'll be watching you when I'm editing too, and you'll be like staring at yourself in the monitor.
It's
I've seen you
real.
like staring, going like a lot, like multiple
No,
times.
for the last ones, I was looking at the live when I was doing that. But, like, sometimes I do, like, sometimes I just look and be like,
Yeah. No,
So,
from
like,
making
again, I have to
content,
look-
like podcasting, I realized how much of a difference it is between listening and active listening.
Yes.
Like, I'll just be hitting like a, oh yeah? Yeah. It's like, girl, find another word. Like, let's like expand the
Oh my
vocabulary
God.
here.
No, you're so real.
Or do you ever like catch how many times you guys say like? Do you
Yeah.
guys say like a lot?
yeah.
It's every third word for me.
I am trying to train myself to not. And I saw this video that said if you're about to say like, instead take a pause. And so I've been trying to train myself. Anytime that I want to say or like, I just stop talking so that I give myself time to think. And it's hard, but I feel like it's been changing the way that I speak. It's been making me even more professional in some
that's
ways.
really smart.
Yeah.
I agree because if you use like and those filler words more often, it does make you look not less educated, but less
Yeah.
confident for sure. And like you don't really know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't think about what I say enough to, like, take the time to be like, pause. This is what I'm going to say. Like, I feel like once I just start talking, it just keeps going.
Yeah. But anyway, so back to the content that you make.
Yeah.
Do you want to expand on like how you got started?
Yeah.
What your journey was like?
So whenever I was in grade 10, whenever I was in grade 10, I got mono. And it's because unfortunately, like I'm just a chronic toucher of things. Like I touch everything and then I bite my nails. So I was exposed to germs very young. And then I found the art of washing your hands. So I got mono when I was a kid and I was like, guys, I'm not a whore. I'm not going around kissing people all the time. I literally just bite my nails. And so then whenever you get mono, you're really sick. So I missed school for 6 weeks and my parents bought me a microphone because I was like, what else am I going to do for 6 weeks? And so then I was like, I'm going to start a podcast. But I never had my shit together enough to do it. Like I was so disorganized. I could never really figure it out. I wanted to do it, but I just never really had the, not necessarily motivation, but the dedication, I guess. And so then I just had this random microphone for the longest time and it was always something I said I was going to do. Like, I can't tell you the amount of times I told my friends, like, no, this time, guys, I'm going to do it. And then I was in a long-term relationship for the last like 2 years, and then we broke up in September. And I think that was like the driving force of like, I was like, okay, I'm really gonna do it, because I don't know about y'all, but sometimes when I get into a relationship, I kind of stop doing things for myself.
Yep.
Like I just start
the same way.
doing things for them. Yeah. And it's like, I just forget that I have all these hobbies, all these skills, all these passions. And it's like, what the hell did I just do for the last 2 years?
No, I'm
Nothing.
getting out of a 2-year relationship like recently too.
Really?
Yeah, and I realized that like I'm becoming so much more independent and like
Absolutely.
confident. Like I feel like my entire life has been changing ever since like we broke up.
Yeah, and you kind of also, when you get out of a long-term relationship, especially like if you can relate to the things I just said, like it opens your eyes to how much like women are suppressed in relationships, but not necessarily because the man that you're with suppresses you. Like the man I was with,
myself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The man that you're with may be the most uplifting, amazing person in the world, but it's because of like the patriarchy and how we as women are just naturally, like biologically made to operate, that we naturally start suppressing ourselves when we become in a long-term relationship with a man. And that's why some of the most successful women on the like earth are single.
Even like that, I was complaining to my friends. I was like, he would make me pay for everything. He did not make me pay for everything. For some reason, I just wanted to pay for so much.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is, but like something about being like a woman in a relationship, it makes me want to like, and I've like women too. Like I've had relationships with women, but when I'm dating a man, for some reason, I almost want to like take care of them. And,
Oh my God, you're
raise
preaching to the
them.
choir.
Like, girl, you're not his mom.
I
Stop it.
completely agree. I don't know what it is, but as soon as I get in a relationship with a man, I'm like, he's my baby girl. Like, do you want me to cancel work for you? I'll take care of you.
I
Like,
do that.
girl, stand up.
Like,
stand the fuck up.
Stand up. Oh my gosh, you're not his mom.
You are not his mom.
To be honest, I've never been in a long-term relationship. My longest relationship was like 6 months. But
Okay,
like,
that's so long.
I'm the opposite. Like when I'm in a relationship, like I feel like I stay independent.
Good.
But my
for
last
you.
relationship though, that we're not gonna speak about that one. 'Cause that one was kind of
Okay.
But like all the other ones, I feel like I maintain my like independent.
You're the blueprint girl then. Teach me how
Yeah.
to do it.
No,
because
I
but-
wish.
See how I'm not speaking about the last relationship?
okay.
But, like, I understand what you're saying, but I feel like
Yeah.
I've never been with a man where I was like, oh, like, I'm going to take care of him. I want him to be, like, you know, my little baby. No, like, I feel like I'm not, like, ushy-gushy.
I just
like
didn't
that.
think I was either, and then getting into a relationship, I don't know, it changed. Like
Was
I
it
just-
like that from the beginning, or, like, after the
He
2
grew.
years, like, it...
it like I think like at first I had more confidence or something, and then as I like started liking him more, I like became his like mom.
That's probably why
I
then.
completely agree.
Like-
And I don't know about you, but like mine had nothing to do with the guy I was dating. The guy I was dating is an amazing person.
Yeah.
It was like me
Yeah.
who did that to myself. And I become like obsessive with them.
Me
and I
too.
start, do you have ADHD?
Yes.
Okay. And I feel like it's an ADHD thing.
And a hyperfixation.
It's like
I
hyperfixation on them. Yeah. And you
Yeah.
start just hyperfixating on them. And then it's like you can't even like think about your own life anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's what I think it is. But it's really unfortunate because then it's like, why do I have to be one or the other? Why do I have to be completely alone and only focusing on me
Yeah.
or with them and like give up my whole entire life for them? Like, why can't I just
It's
have a
hard.
balanced, healthy relationship?
And it's myself doing that to me too. Like in
It
my
is.
mind, I just can't do it. Like you said, I get hyperfixated on things,
Yeah.
and it's either getting hyperfixated on something that'll help me or being hyperfixated on something that won't.
Yeah.
Like ever since I broke up, I've been hyperfixated on this podcast, and
Yeah.
I've been like editing and working hard on it because I needed something else to like fill my brain.
Yeah, and like it's also because like people with ADHD don't know balance. So it's like
Yeah.
you will be like, I guarantee you, like you guys will be doing this like straight, like you'll be grinding it, and then
Yeah.
just like one day it'll switch off, and you're like, oh shit, I haven't posted anything on the
Yeah.
podcast in a week, and yeah, I feel like ADHD is all about balance, and so is relationships.
Really is.
But anyways, so I got out of my long-term relationship, and then
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I need to do something for me. And so then I was like, I'm finally going to do it. I just like got to do it. And then my roommate was like, Emily, you've been talking about this for so long. You just need to record a damn episode. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Like, it's probably not going to be perfect. It's probably not going to be good. Nobody's going to listen to it. I might not even post it, but like, I just need to record. So I rented out equipment from like the cage at school and then, or the EDC. And then I like pushed all of my furniture away in my living room, like completely gutted my living room, put a couch, got my camera, got a ring light, and just like filmed my first episode. And I had no idea what I was doing. I was actually using one of those soundbox, the red like
Yeah.
sound boxes right there. And like the quality wasn't good. Like I was literally editing on Final Cut Pro, like not even really an audio
Yeah.
software. And
When was this?
this was, when did I launch the pod? I want to say like around November, maybe. Wait,
Of this
no.
year?
This is February. Yeah.
This was before you started working with the...
Yeah, so like Yeah, so let me go to my Get Your Shit Together account. But the whole like theme of the podcast, I think really like encapsulates my story is just like that I don't have my shit together. Like the audio might sound like crap. Like I'm figuring it out. Okay, so I posted
And you taught yourself all of this?
Yeah, January 29th is like whenever I started like teasing stuff. And then I put my first episode out like I think some way that week. And then I filmed like a few episodes at my house or like at my apartment. And then my ex-boyfriend reached out to me. Okay, but he's not actually a real ex-boyfriend. He's actually like a figure of my imagination. But it's this random man from Bumble that I went out with like 3 times. And then we decided we were going to have a whole entire fake relationship. Anyways, he's insane. Don't go on Bumble. But then he reached out to me and he was like, hey, I have this connection with this studio. They're looking for more talent. Like, I think I could set up a meeting with you guys. And I'm like, oh my God, that would be amazing. Like, I don't even know why you're doing this for me. We haven't talked in 2 years.
Yeah,
and then
that's
he
so
set
sick.
up, he set up this meeting for me. And then it went really well. And now I shoot my podcast there at this studio called Division 88. And then Exchange, I do some host work for them. So I host this dating show called Dating Big on their like channels. And in exchange for them producing my podcast.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she was telling us. That's when I was telling you that we should like apply to it. And I think
Yeah.
that was
So you
such a
make
great
videos for
opportunity that
them?
you got. Like that's just
Mhm.
amazing.
Like
Sorry?
your podcast videos are for them, or how does that work?
Like they just help me, like they deal with all like the tech, like setting it up, like the microphones and
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Like, and then they like record it for me and then they put it on my SSD for me. And then I edit, I produce it, like
Yeah.
all that, but I film it there and they take care of all like the tech behind
Oh.
it. Yeah. And then exchange for that, they have this like dating show called Dating Big.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
basically where like these like, it's supposed to be like, because like, I don't know, like I'm this like tiny small white girl. They try and find these like really big dudes to have like a contrast between like really big dudes and then
Yeah.
me. And then it's supposed to be like where I just like gruel them about their dating life and give them advice. But then also sometimes we just do like really big personalities.
That's
like
so
there's
fun.
some just like insane men that come on the show and will be like, yeah, I cheated on a girl 8 times. I don't give a fuck about it. So yeah, there's some
That's
interesting
crazy.
Show her
personalities.
the photo of the recent guy that you did.
Like the really big dude
Yeah.
compared to me. I'll see
His
if I can
neck
find it.
Yeah.
And his head are like the same size.
Really?
And then sitting next to Emily, he's huge.
Yeah.
Oh my
Like
God.
it's like comically big.
Yeah, but it's like too. It's like driving my ego. I'm like, what do you mean I'm that tiny? Like I'm really
I'm
not
just a
that.
petite little
I'm just,
girl.
I'm just
like-
a tiny little thing. But he's a bouncer, which makes sense.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I can find the picture. If I find it, I'll send it to you, and you guys can insert it. But his wrist was the size of like my forearm. Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
Oh
he's
wait,
a
here.
big guy.
Wow.
I found it. This is him.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he was
he's huge.
But I
And they
was
wanted
like,
you to date this guy?
no. I'm just giving him dating advice.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, but I was like, I do not want this picture to get on a Reddit thread. Like,
Oh
I
my
am
God.
scared of the kind of shit these men will be
Yeah.
saying about that photo.
On
Because
Instagram?
that's
Yeah,
I know
no, it's
y'all.
scary.
I know what's going on, in y'all dirty's little heads.
It's giving
Yeah.
that one photo of like Shaq and his like
Yeah.
girlfriends where they were like walking down the street. That's exactly what it looks
I
like.
feel like the biggest dudes always date the tiniest girls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some
And that's
people say
gonna be
that's
weird.
weird. That's what I'm saying. Like some people
yeah.
say like there's a thing around that like if you like tiny girls, it means you like people who are like kids. Like that's
Yeah.
I kind of like see that. Like if you're like I had a friend who was like 6'5" or something dating a girl that was shorter than me. I think she was like 5 foot. And seeing them hold hands, it looked like he was walking his kid. Like it was so gross.
Well, I was talking to a guy one time and he's 6'5". I'm 5'5", okay?
Yeah.
It's like an awkward height.
Yeah.
yeah.
difference.
Also, how do you kiss? You're like,
You have to step on a ladder like
Literally.
yeah.
I like the height, but there's too much height.
I agree.
Like-
Like, I think I went out with a guy who was 6'6" one time. He's on the volleyball team here. And then, yeah, and it was like, this is really hot, but like realistically, like I don't
Yeah.
actually know what the logistics of a relationship with this
Yeah.
man would be like. Like, how would that work?
Like,
Personally,
it's just awkward.
I've never liked a guy over 6 feet. And I know a lot of people like, I don't know. I know a lot of people like that, but for me, my perfect height is like 5'10", 5'11".
That's what I'm saying.
Like I love that height. That's my favorite.
I don't really care about height too much as long as you're taller than me. Like
yeah,
a guy
but not too tall because I don't like them when they're like.
Yeah, no. Like I shouldn't have to like break my neck.
Yeah.
Trying to
I
look
would
at
say
you.
my perfect is like 6'2" to 6'3", because then it's
Okay.
like you're tall and you're hot, but like I'm not breaking my neck every time I go to kiss
Yeah.
you.
How tall are you?
In my platform Uggs, like 5'7.5", and
Okay,
not in my
that's
platform
good.
Uggs, I think like 5'5". I don't don't know.
Oh,
I also have
okay.
a God complex. So, like, sometimes when people ask me that, I'm like, I'm 5'10", but, like, I'm really not. I have no idea my height, to be honest.
I'm kind of the same because when I was a kid, I used to be the tallest person. I had a growth spurt before
Really?
everyone. I've been 5'5" since grade 6. I'm
Oh,
not
did you hit
joking.
puberty really young?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I grew, and I was talking to my friends who were like obviously like elementary and middle schoolers, and
Yeah.
they're so short. And I'm like, hey guys, what are we doing?
Aw.
And I'm 5'5", so in my mind, I am tall.
Right.
Because I've been trained that I have always been tall.
Did you like being the tall kid?
No, I was actually very embarrassed by it.
Yeah.
So now I like being like shorter than people.
Yeah.
And that's also why I think it makes me very uncomfortable when people are too tall or too much shorter than me. And I love it when people are around my height.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, I love a 5'10" man because, like, but let's be honest, the short kings are always, like, the best personalities. And
Yes.
why do they look the best?
Yeah, it's because they have to
Yes.
compensate. Like,
Like-
their personality has to compensate for their, like, height. And
Yeah.
so, but, like, men with 6'5", it's like, babe, I'm 6'5", I don't have to have a personality. Yeah.
Still, I don't know. I just can't be with someone who's like ridiculously taller than me. I'm with Nadia. Like I like men 5'9"
Yeah.
to like 6'2". Like more than that is kind of like.
Really?
Yeah, I agree.
I like short men.
Yeah.
To be honest, like
I love that for you.
Yeah.
like before when I was younger, I only liked tall men. But now I'm like.
You know what I love?
Like to win.
I love a gay man.
Oh,
I
right.
love gay men.
Listen,
Yeah.
don't get me started. You don't understand how many times like I'll look at a man and be like, oh my gosh, like I want him. He's so
Yes.
fine.
And then he turns around and kisses a guy.
Yes.
I had
Yes.
No, that's
can't.
also happened to me.
With your guy here. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're
You know what
talking
I think
about.
it is? I think it's because, well, I don't know. I think like powerful, confident, strong women just like naturally kind of like more like feminine, fruity men.
Yeah.
Like I don't know about y'all, but I low-key like being like the dom of my relationship.
Really?
I've always said I don't really know my sexuality, but I've always said that like I like girls who look like guys and guys who look like girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just me. I like a
I love
fruity
a bi
feminine
man.
man.
Being able to like look at guys and girls together, because I'm also bi, so being able to like be like, oh, they're so fine.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. Like I love to like, you know what I mean?
No, I agree. My boyfriend has this theory that like bi men don't exist, which I think is like maybe a little ignorant, but like
yeah.
like. Oh, well, I don't know. He says he's like, if you're a bi man, you're just gay then. But he's like, bi women
That's what
makes
my
sense. You can
brother
like
and
girls
dad
and
say.
guys, but
Yeah.
like guys, if you're a bi man, you probably like, and I don't really know because I actually don't know that many bi guys. Like, I think I know maybe one.
Oh.
So I don't really know. I can't really confirm. If you're a
Yeah.
bi man, let us know.
To be honest, I've never met a man who's
Really?
bi.
I
I
know
know
a
a
lot.
million bi women who like swing the pendulum, guys,
Yeah.
girls all the time. But like, yeah, I don't really know.
Although I will say to that, like, all the bi men that I know have never actually dated a man, but they've hooked up with men.
Really?
Yeah. So then, are they really bi or are they?
Girl,
Yeah,
I don't
like
know.
that's-
I have no idea.
Yeah.
But
I'm a
yeah,
man.
I love a little fruity
Yeah,
man.
me too.
To
I
be
think-
honest, I like handsome men. I don't like pretty men.
Yeah.
Like
Wait,
I can't.
you don't like handsome?
I like handsome. I don't like pretty men. Like you
What's
know,
what's the difference between those
like
two?
you ever look at a man and just be like, he's pretty or like,
Yes.
he's handsome?
Yeah.
I like
I
a
love pretty
man.
men.
I don't like a man who can be prettier than me. To be honest.
Oh, okay, I know what you
Yeah,
mean. You don't
like-
want him to mog you.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
Well,
like,
that for sure.
I don't know. Like I like to look at a man and be like, wow, like he's handsome. He looks
Yes.
manly.
Yeah.
I don't like a man who's like, oh, like. why
If
do
we
you
get
look better
too
than me?
manly though, that's where you lose me. Because like sometimes I like a mullet for the culture, but
Yeah.
like
A
real
bi mullet, I like.
yes, a bi
Yeah,
mullet and a
yeah.
stash I can get behind.
Yeah.
But like what the mullet actually represents, because like I said, like I'm from a small town where like that's why I
yeah.
can't get behind the camo. That's why I can't get behind the cigarettes, because like people were doing this unironically. Y'all are now like taking this
Oh.
into the cities and doing it for fashion. They're doing it
Yeah.
because they're actually genuinely going hunting after school. Like
Oh.
my high school, they had sections in the parking lot for people to park their snowmobiles and their four-wheelers
That's
because
crazy.
people would drive their four-wheelers to school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
In my hometown, it's because they're actually like right-wing conservatives,
Oh.
and they like don't like
Imagine
women's rights.
Riding a snowmobile to school.
Yeah, that's kind of
Like-
crazy.
No, like that's what they did. Like it's not even like a funny little joke. It's not like, oh haha, like that's how they got to and from school.
Oh, That is scary.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cheaper than having to buy a car, to be honest.
yeah, it's what they do in the country.
Oh my god.
In the country.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about that. That's so weird to me.
Yeah.
Like a real snowmobile. I don't even
I'm
think
kind
I've
of here for
seen
it.
a
But like then again,
snowmobile.
how's that any different to people like riding their scooters and
yeah,
like a
exactly.
tractor.
Like here, that
But
Yeah.
They probably do, no?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't think anyone rides tractors to school. I think that's a little far-fetched. Oh, I grew up with a lot of Amish people. Like,
Oh.
in my hometown, there's, like, at every single store, pretty much, there's, like, these little posts because the Amish will come into town and then hang up their horses there.
Yeah.
Their, like, horse and buggy will, like, chill there. Yeah, the Amish are
Oh.
chill, though. Sometimes
cool.
whenever, like, the Amish are, like, walking, like, if I see them and they're walking by and I see, like, little kids, I always, like, feel like, damn, like, I should really, like, save them and be like, do you want to see what an iPhone looks like? Do you want to see
I
TikTok?
don't think I've ever seen an
Do you wanna
Amish
make a
person
thirst trap?
either. A
It's
thirst
giving,
trap, yeah. show
it's
them.
giving that one episode from Family Guy where Meg gave the Amish boy her iPhone.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, that is me to the Amish kids in my town. I'm like, I can save you. You don't have to be like this forever.
Show them the Bad Baby and Alabama Barker drama, and they
Wow.
would.
Yeah, true.
They would go in a coma.
Literally, that would put an Amish kid in a coma
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, I think that's the end of our getting to know you.
I know. I feel
section.
bad. We like barely got. Yeah, we did.
But-
No,
But
girl,
we
you
saw
did.
her, you know,
We saw-
like
yeah, it's
Here's the
chatted
thing
about
too.
that shit.
Respectfully, like no one is interested enough in my life. Like I'm not a celebrity yet. Like once we get the clout up there, maybe y'all want to know about me.
Come
But like
back on.
I don't need to tell you like the inner workings of my life. Y'all don't care enough, and I am so okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah. So do we want to go into the next topic?
Yeah, so the
Yes.
hot topics we have for today are sea versus space and watching a show that everyone talks about.
Yeah.
So, what were you saying about sea versus space?
Yeah,
earlier?
okay, so the reason why I wanted to bring that one up is, so I don't know if you guys heard, but all these celebrities like Katy Perry, I think Grimes was on it, but I'm not 100% sure, went to space for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. And I saw a video of her getting off of this like space and like kissing the ground and being like, "Girl, you orbited like the upper layer. Like you were in like the what's it called? What's that thing
The
called?
orbit?
atmosphere.
Yeah, but they were not in space. That was like
Oh,
I
they
don't
were
think they could
still
stay in the
they were still in the like I don't know what
yeah.
those science terms
But
are
also,
either,
like,
but
think about like the fuel. Think about how much they like spent to get
what
up
was
there.
the purpose for them going? Like why did they do that? Just for shits and gigs?
Yeah, like for no reason.
Me personally, I'm never going to space. I'm so okay with not.
Me too. I never
Going
want
up
to. I don't
there.
want to be in deep sea. I don't want to be in the space.
No.
I wouldn't. Okay, yeah, not the deep sea. That scares
That's
me.
scary.
Space, I would have an interest in going, but I think you would have to like knock me out until we got there. Like, I think I would be too anxious, like actually at the liftoff part and like all that. But I feel like if I could wake up in space, I'd be chill with that.
I don't even like a roller coaster though. So like. to
yeah,
your
you would
point,
not
don't
do
like
well in
rides?
space.
I don't. No, I'm scared of the Leviathan. I'm not going
How
into
were we
space.
supposed to go? We were supposed to go to Canada's Wonderland so many times in the summer. What were you going to do?
Like a shot, probably.
A what?
A shot. Like
Oh,
I'm
like-
So you're the bag holder.
Yes.
Oh.
So if I'm drunk enough, I'll get on it. But
I feel like
I've
going
actually
drunk on a roller coaster is not a good idea. Like
I've
you
never
were-
been to Wonderland sober. I'm not joking.
What?
Because it's scary. I can't do that.
I mean,
And
like
you're not vomiting?
that's what I'm
No,
thinking.
I'm not blacked out.
Like,
I'm
imagine-
a little tipsy.
puking like Pink Whitney on Leviathan.
Oh.
I don't understand people who will stand in line eating food upon food and drinking things before they get on. Like, I
Yeah.
know you're
Yeah.
standing in line for like an hour, but like, how are you doing that?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
one time when we were in grade 12, and we went to Canada's Wonderland, 3 people threw up on the behemoth ride. They threw
Oh.
up right before we got on. They threw up in the seat, and someone had to go sit down. They threw up at some point on the ride, and then when we were walking, you know how the behemoth like is like riding over where you walk to get
Yes.
out?
Yeah.
Someone threw up there too.
No,
my
onto
God.
people.
No. Luckily, it like just missed and went into like the bushes. But why did so many people throw up? And we were sitting there like, yeah, we're not coming back to the.
Oh
behemoth
my
today.
god.
Like, that's
well, I'm not gonna
disgusting.
eat before I go on it.
But like, wouldn't it be the same with alcohol though?
Because I don't. First of all, I don't throw up that much when I drink alcohol. But also, I feel like to throw up, you have to be really drunk. Like I'm not getting blacked out, but like a couple shots to make me
Right.
less scared.
Yeah. My biggest fear whenever I go on like rides is that what if more on like the upside down ones,
Yep.
what if we got stuck there? What if we got stuck
Oh,
like cuz like how long can like you get a head rush for till you like kaput? Like how
a few minutes. I
Really?
Know. Yeah,
What?
I'm pretty sure.
I
No,
thought
no,
people
I
get
don't-
stuck up there for hours.
Yeah. I feel like depending
I'll
on
search it
where
up
they,
and I'll put it in.
Yeah.
I feel like depending on where you get stuck is like their urgency to try to get you down.
Right. And then how do they get you down? You're upside down. Like do you need a crane?
There's
Like
stairs, no?
yeah, but you're upside down. How are you getting once your
Yeah.
seatbelt comes off, you're falling to your
That's
death.
so true.
I don't know. That's one of my biggest fears when it comes to that.
Let's not talk about that. 'cause
Yeah, so
wanna
maybe I shouldn't
Canada's
go to
Wonderland
space.
Yeah, but
when
that's
it
the thing. Like I
opens
can't go
next
to.
month.
True.
Yeah, I'll go to Canada's Wonderland.
Just drunk.
Just drunk. Just a couple shots down. We'll have fun.
I love that for you.
But space, is another story. How am I getting up there?
I feel
How
like
am I getting up
I
there?
need to know the full lore as to why they went to space. I know it was like the first, I think, like full female mission. Like it was where like it was all
But why did
females in the
Katy
shuttle.
Perry go?
I don't know, but I
probably just wanted to
honestly,
go.
Katy Perry's freaking hilarious. I love the fact that like she had her like she was like a pop icon in like the 2010s, and like now like she's not as poppin'. And like I love that she's just randomly in space. Like I would do this if I was famous, but like not as famous as I used to be. I would be doing just really random side quests like that. I love it.
true.
I love it, and I think people like just need to be stop being so critical on the internet. Like everyone's clowning her for like kissing the ground. Girl,
I'm clowning on her. That's so funny.
I understand that, but listen to me. You're telling me that you can barely go in the like behemoth.
Okay,
jump.
that's true.
You would also be kissing the ground if you were just in space. I don't care that it was just for 5 minutes. Like, let the girl live. This is funny. Where they get me is I understand that they are spending billions of dollars to like
And the fuel.
yeah, like
Why?
that's where you get me. Where I think it's stupid that people are being so critical of her. It was like kissing the ground. I'm like, guys, this is funny. This is hilarious.
It
This
is.
this will
That's-
probably
yeah.
become an SNL skit because it's so funny. Let the girl
Like, they
fucking
were
live.
in orbit. They weren't even near the moon. They were just like, whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
To be honest, either way, you won't catch me there. I'd rather go in the sea.
Really?
I love the water. I love the
You want to be
ocean.
Ocean Gate Part 2?
Deep sea.
I never... But that's like saying
No,
deep
but,
in
like,
space, though.
That, what was that, like, submarine that all
Oh,
those rich
the-
people
Yeah,
built?
Ocean
That
Gate.
exploded? Yeah, Ocean Gate.
I'm not going... First of all, I'm not going that deep, nor am I going in some little tiny
Bin
circle
box,
with like
yeah.
a bunch of people. I'm not doing that. If I'm going down, I'm going to be prepared to go down.
Fair.
But like they went deep. They went to go
did.
see what the
Like,
Titanic. or
I would
something.
love to go see the
I
Titanic.
would love to see it. That doesn't mean I need to see it. Like
Actually, I would love to see
I
that.
think
That'd be
also,
cool.
me and my friends talk about this a lot, how much aura you would have if you were on the Titanic. Like, obviously, that's very traumatic, and I don't want to negate that. But, like, also, imagine being on the Titanic. Number one,
And
fire
surviving.
story. You have
Yeah.
you for now have the best two truths and a lie.
Yeah.
Also, even if you died on the Titanic, amazing aura. I would
that's
so much
crazy.
rather die from the Titanic and that be my legacy than, like, I don't know, like, fucking, like, just getting in a car crash.
Yeah.
W
No, if I'm
aura.
gonna die, I want to die in such a sick way. Like I want someone
Agreed.
to like rob my house and I stand up for myself or something. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd rather get murdered than die of natural causes, and I'm not joking. Like even when I'm older,
Honestly, yeah, I
'cause
get
then you
that.
have a story.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like I don't want to die from cardiac arrest because I vaped for
Yeah,
5 years. I want to
yeah.
die because like I was the heroic hero that
Exactly,
got in front of
yeah.
the bomber or something.
and sometimes I have like dreams of me like being on like a plane or like a train and like saving people or like things like you know what I mean. And like that's so sick. I would
Absolutely.
love that.
well, whenever like all the plane crashes started happening, were you guys like getting scared about that? Were you like
Yes.
scared to go on a plane?
Well, I don't go on planes.
have you
but
have you been on a plane before?
I've been on once when I was really young.
Okay.
And I don't know. I hate turbulence. That scares me. I hate like.
So if you hate turbulence, I fear you're probably not going to be the one like standing in front of the gunman. If turbulence scares me, I don't know how like much you're fulfilling that prophecy that you want.
The way I'm afraid of roller coasters, I'm afraid of turbulence, and I'm like, but I'll save them all.
But
like,
I
girl,
will
no, you're
stand in
not.
front of a
No,
gunman.
You're not. You're gonna be in the bathroom crying.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
no, after the plane crashes, like I'm low-key kind of scared to go on planes now. Like I
Yeah.
never really had an issue going on planes. Like obviously I didn't love them, but like
Yeah.
I wanted to get to my destination. But now I'm kind of
Yeah.
because if you're in a plane, there's literally nothing you can do. You just gotta go down.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I feel like I could have like the ability to survive a plane crash because I don't know. I watched
If you fall in water.
Yes,
But if it's on
exactly.
the ground,
exactly. I
boy.
feel way more comfortable like flying when I fly above the ocean or water than I am when I'm above a city
Yeah.
because I'm not. If it crashes into a building, I'm not surviving that. But if it
Yeah.
crashes into the water, girl, I can tread water for like
pencil dive
10 minutes.
and then
there's no pencil diving. You're strapped into a
Pencil dive into what?
like no, I would just be like, get out of the plane, pencil dive into the water so that it goes straight through.
so the plane can fall on top of you.
Would you guys go skydiving?
No.
Okay, immediate reaction.
My mom.
Well, this girl isn't doing the Leviathan. I didn't think she was going skydiving. I was talking to you.
My mom wants to go skydiving so
Oh my
badly.
god, that's amazing.
I'm not deliberately jumping out of a plane.
Okay, fair
I'm
enough.
not doing it.
Fair enough. I would love to go skydiving, but I feel like as I've gotten older, I've wanted to take less risks, which is so sad
Really?
because when I was younger, like I was like that daredevil child that would do
Yeah.
anything. But now I would definitely be a little more scared. But I feel like it's because I'm really injury prone and I have really bad luck. So I feel like I would be the person that like the parachute just wouldn't open for. Like that would
that's true.
happen to
Yeah.
me. But again, also W aura if you died that way.
That would be.
So-
What's with all this aura talk, guys? Like,
I
Yeah,
know,
sorry,
aura's
I'm not
everything.
a 5'10" 10, man. Like, I should really relax with the aura talk.
No, but even like for myself, I think I say that I wouldn't want to go skydiving, but I love doing things that scare me. Like
Okay,
I hate the Leviathan, but I go on the Leviathan, and I
okay.
Yeah, and I hate like even like getting a tattoo. Like I like think that's scary. You have it for the rest of your life, and I'll just get one. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
You have one?
I have 2, but they're on like really weird
How
places.
come I haven't seen them?
Yeah, what are your tattoos?
Oh, I have a sailboat on my ankle.
Cute. What's that for?
Because I like to sail.
Oh,
Actually,
love.
all my tattoos are so dumb. I'm getting one on Wednesday too.
Of what?
A flower. I'm getting it over here. So on the next podcast, you'll see it.
Love. Mahalia, do you have tattoos?
I have 2.
Oh, what
I
are
have one
they?
on my back, and I have one behind my ear.
Oh, I've seen the one behind your ear. I love stupid tattoos. I've talked
Yeah.
about this on my podcast, but like I think you're gonna remember your grandma's handwriting for the rest of your life. You're gonna remember your dad's birthday for the rest of your life. You're not gonna remember a stupid little funny tattoo that you thought was hilarious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when people get stupid memories as tattoos, because you're not gonna remember that, but you're gonna remember the important things
Yeah.
forever. So all my tattoos are just really stupid ones.
Like which ones do you have?
Well, I have here. Wait, I'll show you. I have an 8 on my ankle,
Oh.
and I got it at the Maddie on New Year's
Oh.
Eve with my friends. Because
That's such a good story.
yeah, like
that's
at
something
the
you wanna
Madison
remember.
Avenue
Yeah.
pub of all places, you're
Yeah.
getting a needle in you, and then the
With
other
a stick
one.
and poke?
Yeah, the other one is a stick
Oh.
and poke, and it's supposed to be my astrological sign. I got it in first year in my like residence dorm, but my mom says it looks like a sperm. So yeah, that's
No,
unfortunate.
even my sailing one, like, it's so, I don't know, it's not like super deep. Like, I just did it because at the time of my life, I liked to sail a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really sail that much anymore. But I'm always going to remember how much I liked sailing when
Yeah.
I was doing it before. Like, I used to teach it at camp, and I'll always remember it. Even if I never got on a boat again, I'll have that memory. And that's why I like tattoos where it's more about, I guess, the memory,
Yeah.
if anything.
No, I completely
Yeah.
agree. You know what I did think about, though, like recently about having tattoos on your ankles is that, okay, recently I've been like, okay, what are some good side hustles that like I can do to like make some lucrative money?
Like
And
feet pics.
I was thinking about
Yeah.
dabbling in Feet Finder.
Yeah,
And my boyfriend was
yeah.
like, I will be your manager. And then I just realized if I get on Foot Finder, everyone's going to know this is my damn foot because I have a
guess.
tattoo
Cover
on
it
it.
up. I don't know, a little concealer, a little
Yeah, I guess you
foundation
could. But then my
action.
boyfriend was like, if people are on Foot Finder and then they come up to you recognizing, hey, I saw you on Foot Finder because of your ankle, they're like, they have bigger problems that they were on Foot Finder.
Literally, for the past week in my group chat with people, we've just been talking about feet. What is people's obsession with feet?
I don't have an obsession, but other people do, and I'm trying to make money off of it.
My mom was telling me that she wants to start doing like Foot Finder, and this is like a 60-year-old woman. She's like just a little side hustle,
No.
and I'm like, Mom, please don't.
Your
Like,
mom wants to jump out of a plane. Your mom wants to start Foot Finder. Like, y'all got
like,
great
what are they
mothers.
doing?
I can't stand feet, though. They literally give me the ick. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
that's fair. I don't know. Like, I think pretty feet are, like, nice to look at.
Yeah,
but,
I can
like,
see that.
I don't know. Like, yeah, like feet don't really do anything for me. I think it's funny to talk about feet, like when you like grip toes with people. I think that's
Yeah.
funny. You look deeply uncomfortable right
I
now.
can't. Like, especially even being a dancer, there's just so much feet around. Like,
Yeah, my feet do look disgusting from being a dancer. I will say that. Or like, I recently found out why you don't buy shoes at the thrift store is because I bought a really cute pair of heels from the thrift store and then I
Okay.
wore them and they gave me a million blisters.
Oh.
So it's like if you find nice shoes at the thrift store, it's because they give you so many blisters and the people that bought them
Oh.
don't want them anymore. So my feet look gross right now from
I
blisters.
would never buy shoes from a thrift store.
I
I'm
bought
gonna
a
be
few.
so honest. Like,
Fair
I don't know
enough.
whose feet were in there before. I don't know how long I don't know what they were doing. Cause like,
Okay, but
feet are-
arguably your hands have more germs on them than your feet. Like, let's be real.
but like,
Oh, yeah, they stay in socks.
So would you
but
buy?
you like accumulate like sweat and stuff like that.
Yeah,
in
but
the
think about what
socks.
people are touching on their hands. Think about it. You buy jewelry from the thrift store, probably like rings and
But
bracelets.
I feel like that's
think
so
about
much
what people are
easier to
touching.
clean than shoes. Like,
I don't
I
know.
can't.
That's true. When I buy them
can't.
from a thrift store, maybe this is gonna make me sound gross, but I don't know how to clean them. So I like
Shoes?
I
Yeah,
don't.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't clean.
I
them.
don't clean
But
them
with the
either.
clothes, you just throw it in the washing
Yeah,
machine.
exactly.
And call it a day.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely throw.
You definitely don't just put it on.
Listen, there has been times where I bought something from the thrift store and had to wear it that night. And what about it? And I'm
Yeah.
fine with that. And I'm okay now.
Yeah, honestly, like sometimes when I'm out and I like we're gonna go somewhere and I just need a cute outfit, but I'm already out, I will just do like a sneaky like little thrift store shop.
I
wear
completely
that
agree
right
with
there.
that. Mahalia is side-eyeing me.
I'm
house
so
down
sorry.
with
I
this.
can't. I can't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because
Listen,
me personally, I'm just like such a germaphobe and
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
super fair. Like, I don't know. Like, sometimes I'll be the first to admit that, like, I think I have really good. that's a stretch. I think I have good hygiene, but like I will wear a thrifted outfit without washing it. Sue me. Cancel me. I don't care. Cancel me.
No, I think, okay, this is actually going to sound really bad, but I think the prettier that I am, the more worse hygiene I feel I'm allowed to have. So
that's
when
so
I started
true.
working out and like doing my makeup and I felt like I was feeling prettier, my hygiene was not it.
I completely get it because when you have pretty privilege, then it's like someone just looks at you and they're like, oh, they're pretty, they have good hygiene. But like realistically, girl, I haven't washed my sheets in 3 months. No, not 3 months, but like
or
you
like
got
sometimes like just not brushing my teeth or like I'm like it's okay because I'm pretty. Like what?
Yeah, exactly. Mahalia does not like this conversation.
I'm so sorry. I just
no. Some days I just don't want to do it. It's just a lot.
listen. Sometimes I won't brush my teeth before I go to bed, but I will be brushing it the next morning. I will be mouthwashing, flossing. I will be doing everything the next morning.
Yeah, I don't know. The whites just, I guess, don't have the best hygiene and whatever. But you know what? It's actually really funny because I saw a TikTok literally last night of this like redhead girl being like, I am deep in the algorithm of black girls' hygiene care, and they were like, we have to take a period from their or like a page from their book. They were like, y'all know what dry brushing is? And then like all the like black girls were in the comments. They were like, damn, you were in there deep. And I was like, and she was like, yeah, guys, as white people, I don't think we have the best hygiene.
No, we definitely don't.
We definitely don't.
My hygiene is just normal. Like
yeah, well, you think it is, and sometimes I'll leave the house.
Do you dry brush? I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
No, I don't dry brush. I want to get an exfoliating glove though, but I.
Oh yeah, those do look nice.
I haven't like done that. Mine's just like normal, but like I'm.
Should we get into your game?
We should.
Okay,
I was
fine.
looking at the time like, how's it already 1:20?
I know. We just yap.
Oh my gosh.
I'm excited for this game.
Yeah. So what are we playing?
So it's called Hot Girl Opinions Only.
Of course.
Period.
So hot girls.
For hot girlies.
Yes.
Love to yap.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna ask some questions and then we just give our hot opinions.
Okay.
So what's the biggest ick a man can have?
Ooh.
You want me to go first?
You go first. Yeah. I mean, kind of think.
Oh, I think having a big ego.
Yep.
I do not like men who have big egos, especially like finance bros. I feel like that's a cop-out answer, but it's so true. And I like to belittle them and make them feel small when they have big egos. Like some of my favorite things to do at the bar is when I see a man with a big ego and like I'll open the door for him and then he'll be like, go ahead, like usher me to go. And then I'll be like, no, ladies first. That always gets it. I like just like little micro dosing of like making men who have big egos feel small.
I like that. That's good for you.
What about you guys?
Kind of similar to that. I hate a man who can't talk. Like a lot of times when I'm like talking to someone and it feels like I'm carrying the conversation, that's my biggest ick. It's like, what do you mean I'm doing everything? Like I hate it.
I hate being on a first date with a man and then you're interviewing them and they haven't asked you one question.
That pisses me off.
Awful.
No.
I don't like men who can't match my energy.
Real.
My go-to for a guy is like if we are literally not the same person, but our humor and like the way that we are is the same. Like I don't want someone who's just so boring.
I know. Like, I feel like you need a guy that really can match, like that can banter with you. Yeah.
Like every guy that I've actually been with is someone who I can go back and forth with. If I haven't been with them, it's not someone that like.
Do you have dry humor?
What does that mean?
I don't
like
know,
just straightforward. I don't know, like deadpan kind of, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I feel like you would have dry. I don't even know how to explain dry humor, but I feel like you would have like dry humor or like dark humor, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, maybe a little bit of dark humor.
I feel like you do a little bit, yeah. There's straightforward humor.
Just because I feel like you are really straightforward as a person. Like when I'm I don't know if you feel like this, but girl, when I'm texting you, I'm like, is this chick mad at me?
I know,
like you
text. Sometimes I feel you hate me when I'm texting you.
And
I'm like,
no, because I literally, my friend called me today, and every time I answer the phone with this guy, I was like, hello? Hi, and he's like, why do you always have to answer the phone so angry at me?
You sound like you hate me.
No, you are like a fairy little gumdrop and I love you so much. But sometimes when we text, I'm like, this girl hates me. But I think it's just like the resting bitch face of it all and the dry humor. That's why I asked if you have dry humor.
Guys, it's just me.
We're not ganging up on you. I love you.
No, so many people ask me if I have a problem with them, if I like this and that. Like, guys, they can't change this about me.
No,
but you shouldn't change it about you.
You shouldn't. You were amazing.
Yeah. I know, like, a lot of people, once they get used to me, they know, like, that's
how I am. I like your dry humor. I think it's funny.
No, I agree.
People, I feel like they just think that I, like, hate them because...
But don't change yourself. They gotta change for you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, next question.
Is having a sugar daddy unethical?
Ooh.
For a really long time when I moved here, I really wanted to have a sugar daddy, and my mom really like drained into my head that it's not. I think it is perfectly ethical because if a man like wants to like, I don't even know if that's a question if it's ethical. Like if a man wants to be spending that money on you and it's consensual, then like it's absolutely ethical. Is it against my morals as an individual? Maybe a little bit, but just because of like the self-respect I have for myself, and also just like I don't want to do anything sexual with a gross-ass man for money. That makes me feel gross. But like, is it ethical? Baby girl, these are two consensual adults. It absolutely is. If you can do that, get your coin.
I think it's definitely ethical. I had a sugar daddy for a week.
What?
But I never met up with him. Like, my whole story with this is...
Tell me now.
Yeah, so basically my friend who was big into, like, sugar babying and stuff like that saw this, like, website, and that's how she started, and she sent me the website, and I was like, okay. So I made a profile, and I found this one man who, like, I never met up with him, but every time I would, like, text him and be like, oh, I need to do grocery shopping, but it's so expensive, he would just e-transfer me $300. And I did this for a week. In 1 week, I made $1,000.
Why did you quit?
Because I felt so, like, weird about it. Like, and that's the thing. It's not unethical, but I felt like...
Right.
I felt almost embarrassed, and I felt kind of like, oh, I don't want to take this man's money. And just like...
Was he really rich?
He was really rich. $1,000 in a week for a girl he's never met.
So that's the thing. It's like, if I could just, like, talk to someone, like, have you used my little buddy, then absolutely, girl, I'm getting that
I was
bag.
not even flirting. I literally would just ask him questions. I think he was lonely or something.
Get back on that bread.
I know, but I was like, my self-respect
Get
at the
in
time
that
was
will.
so, like, get on the will. Like, I don't know. Something about it, I felt so ashamed about myself. And I don't think there's anything wrong with sugar babying. And if
just
you can
for
do
you
it,
personally.
but for me personally, I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I was like, oh, I would never be someone's sugar baby. Like, I want to make my own money. I'm tired of working. I need a man to give me some money. Like, I'm done with this
Sometimes
now.
I miss him.
Close the wage gap by giving me some money. You know what? I think it all depends where I'm at financially. If I'm like up and I got my bread up, then it's like I'm too good to be a sugar baby. But girl, if I have like if the funds are getting low, then I don't care. My standards are out the window. You actually should send me that guy's number because I'm down.
Honestly, it was crazy.
I'm going to Europe next month. I can use some spending money.
I spent it all on like this is so. I spent it all on Shein clothing too. Like the time of my life, I just did the biggest fucking haul.
You could have had your camera by now.
I could have had anything. I could have spent it on anything.
What do you mean call him? Is he dead?
No.
Call him.
But I haven't talked to him for like a year. Like,
so just be like, hey, no, this is your play. Hey, sorry, like I haven't been able to afford a phone the last 2 years. Like I just got a phone. Like I've been thinking about you. That's your play, girl. Get in that bag.
That's crazy. I might. I used a fake name though. I called myself like Veronica or something.
Smart. Text me that website. Not kidding.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
No, like I'm not joking. Send me that website.
Should the bill be split on the first date? Why or why not?
You know what? I get really, like, I'm saying send me that website, but I get uncomfortable with a man, like, paying for me for things. But I think it's just because I get uncomfortable about money in general. Like, I don't like talking about money. I hated when my parents growing up would talk about money. So in a first date, I preferably would just like rather have it handled. Like I don't want it to be like, oh, do you want to split? Like I don't want any weird discourse. It's either like, okay, I'll grab it, or like, okay, you grab it, and then we don't talk about it again.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Personally, I think for the first date, the man should pay. But when it comes to the second one, I will take the second date. Like when I was with someone like the first time, I told them like, well, I didn't tell them, but like obviously I offered like, hey, like, do you want me to help out with the bill? But they got it. But for the second date, I just immediately grabbed the bill. Like I was gonna like let the man just.
Yeah, I think situation also matters. Like if you're with someone who's like 5 years older than you and they have a really good job and you're a student. Like, no shit, they should pay. Yeah. But it's like, I really just think it depends on like the environment, the situation. Yeah.
I also do a lot, like, when I'll go on a date, like, he'll pay one thing, I'll pay the next thing, and then we kind of split it out. Like, the last date that I went on, it was, like, it was really even for some reason. Like, he'd buy something for $20, and the next thing I'd buy was $20. And then we would just keep going back and forth. Yeah. But, like your point said, like, I think our second date, he doesn't have a job, so I'm like, I'll pay if, like, it helps. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather just have fun and go on the date. And if I can do it, then what's the problem? You know what I mean?
No, I completely agree. I feel like whenever I was in my long-term relationship, he would pay for, like, bigger things, and then I would, like, buy the coffees and, like, kind of, like, do that.
Yeah, it depends on, like, where you're at with your money, I think.
Yeah. No, I agree.
With my boyfriend, I didn't pay for anything, to be honest. Like, I had to, like, force myself or force him to let me pay for stuff.
Right.
Which I've gotten so used to having, like, men pay for me, which is actually kind of bad, but like I don't mind paying for but this relates, do you think relationships should be 50-50?
I think it's like literally just situational. So it's like if I'm dating someone who makes a lot more money than me, it's not going to be 50-50. But I think like that's also where gender roles come in. So it's like it used to be men made a lot more money, so women used the skills that they had to kind of like counteract that and bring something to the table. So now it's like, what do you bring to the table as a woman? It's like, okay, maybe I don't bring cooking and cleaning now, but maybe I just have a kick-ass job with a great pension.
Yeah.
So I think like whoever is making the more money, the other one kind of just has to like bring other things to the table. Whereas like maybe I am like paying for stuff and for my man if I'm making more money than him, but then maybe he's like making my bed for me. Maybe he's like packing my lunch for me. Like, so it's just like things like that. It evens out.
Yeah. Do we want to do one last question?
Yeah. Okay, there's two. You get to pick. Is it okay to stalk your ex's new girl just a little? Or what's something you would never admit to a man?
You guys pick. I think...
I kind of want to do the stock one. Okay, why don't you do whatever one you want to answer?
I would answer either. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would say for is there anything I wouldn't admit
don't know
to
either.
a man. I feel like that's really interesting, but I'm trying to think what
I would admit anything.
say.
I don't care. I don't know. I just don't think there's anything that I wouldn't admit. Like, I would say anything.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think you should say anything so
Yeah.
he really knows you.
Yeah.
But for the stalking the ex, I actually was doing that this morning.
Good for you.
Because my ex-boyfriend
He already has a new girlfriend?
has a new girlfriend.
How long have you guys been broken up?
Oh my gosh, this is actually a crazy story. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it on this or
Wait.
not.
Didn't we just have a conversation about getting back?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and we were together on April 2nd.
what
Sorry,
day
what
is
day?
it today?
Yeah, and I found out about this girlfriend on Saturday.
Like they're dating?
Like, they're dating.
What?
Like together,
Yeah.
like
Dating.
Oh, if I were you, I would
Oh
send a
my
hey
God.
girly
did
DM.
you
No.
go
You're
to
better
the
than
same
I.
school?
No, well, as him, yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
And the thing is, so basically he was going to like these parties every Friday night for like months, like since the beginning of the school year. And I found out that he met this girl at this party, which means that they've been talking
This
this
whole time.
entire time.
So there was some overlapping.
So there
you
was
think?
definitely some
And you know
overlapping.
what? I told you not. I told her the other day, do not let this man come back into your life until he
Yeah.
proves to you that he can come back.
And
Did he prove to you, Nadia?
He was proving to me that he was talking to another girl.
Mm.
Yeah, that's absurd.
Like, no, it's actually crazy.
I think it's like you have to stalk your ex's new girlfriend.
So I was stalking her this morning, obviously, because I found out about it and I was on a call with my friend and we were talking about her. And it's such a weird thing, too, because I am a support girls girl.
Absolutely.
Like, I will ride for, honestly, any girl. Like, no matter what, even if I don't know them. And so I was looking at this girl and my friend was like, oh, she's so chopped. Like, you're better than her. And in my head, I'm like, I feel bad for her. Like, he was with me. Like,
Right.
we slept together on April 2nd. And they've been dating. I don't know when they started, but the fact that I found out on the 10th.
Yeah. That is some
That's
interlining
crazy.
dates. Absolutely.
That's when I found out. I don't know when they started, but there has to be some kind of...
Men are just the
Yeah.
problem. And I keep saying
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's like, do I send the hey girly text or do I...
no.
I don't want to get involved. I'm so
That's what
done
I
with
was
the
gonna
whole
say.
situation.
Yeah, because then he's gonna come to you and he's
Yeah.
gonna be like, "What the hell, you
Yeah.
blah 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 blah." Like I would say it's not worth it, but like
I feel bad for her.
That's what I
I
mean.
don't think
Your
it's my
place to
problem.
say anything to her, but you can say something to him and be like, this is
Oh, I
not right.
blocked him. I blocked him
I
on
agree with that.
everything.
Actually, yeah, it's not your place, but like you should. If I were you, but like you could send him text and be like, "This is actually fucking insane." Like
Yeah.
you really owe it to your new girl to be open and honest with her, and if you want to start a new relationship, maybe you should go into it with a clear conscience.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was planning things for us to do like over the summer and being like, oh, because we have a show and we're like, we should watch the show, we should hang out so much.
Yeah.
You have a girlfriend.
No,
like
that's-
he was talking about this on the same day that I found out he had a girlfriend.
That's
like, what do you
evil.
mean you're gonna hang out with your ex and have a
Wow.
girlfriend?
That's
So
evil.
do you think she knows about you?
I don't think
You know
so.
what I would do if I were you? Like, oh, no, I don't even know. But, okay, I wouldn't do this if I were you, but it's like you could do this if you wanted
Yeah.
to. You don't send a hey girly DM. You just go onto her Instagram and you just give a little double tap on one of her posts. And then she's like,
Oh.
who's this random chick? Then she explores. Then she kind of questions in herself. Then she brings, like, that double tap can do a lot.
But then if she...
That
if
looks like I'm stalking though.
Well,
Not
no,
even
but
just
no,
that.
that's good. You let them know you're
If
stalking.
I see a random girl come on my Instagram and like my stuff, and then I find out that she is his ex, I'm gonna be like, why is she?
Right.
Like I feel like she's
Yeah.
gonna have an issue with me.
Right, okay,
Not
yeah.
like a oh, she wants me to find out like what's going on. Like I would think about it and be like,
yeah,
where did
okay.
she come from?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And honestly, I think at this point in my life, I'm very much like, I need to find peace.
Yeah, I was
wanna
gonna say,
get rid
protect
of-
your peace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't want her in my life. I don't want him in my life. I blocked him.
Yeah.
I'm
As you
like,
should.
let's move on. Let's get some independence going.
Well, maybe they'll see this and then connect some dots.
Yeah. And I'm sure he watches too. So I'm
There
sure
you go.
he
Yeah,
Hey,
put this in
King.
one of the like clips. And
There you
we all
go.
just repost it until she sees it.
There
I
you
know
go.
I know he's gonna watch this episode.
Girly, if you see this, we're rooting for you
Yes, we
and
are.
get out.
We
Get
apologize for the
Run.
awfulness of men.
Yes.
For real. And we're rooting for you.
We
Yeah.
really are. I hope you see this.
Get away from him.
Get away from him. Maybe I'll send this to her. We'll see.
Yeah, no context, just send this
Just
to her.
send
That
it.
could be iconic.
But I think that is a wrap for today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Emily. We
I
loved
know.
the conversation.
It was so nice to get to know you.
I feel like it's been 5 minutes.
It really
This was so
has.
much fun,
Yeah.
guys.
But
Thanks for having
see
me,
you guys in the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.